Are we live? Are we live?
Don't lie.
Oh my gosh. I only see that, but we've been live for
Oh
like
my
10
gosh,
seconds.
yeah. Oh my gosh,
I,
I'm wondering if it's my
it's
laptop being, like, so
so
bad.
so now I'm assuming Restream did something new where they updated certain features and you can't even see certain things like before, because before it was telling you three, two, one, and we're live. And now it's just like, oh, we're
Yeah,
live and I didn't
no.
even know it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Okay, I just minimized a couple of platforms I was using, right before, so I
Okay.
forgot to close out, so we should be good to go, everybody. Everybody in
Fantastic.
the club get tipsy.
No, not everybody in the coast getting tipsy. Oh my gosh. Well, you know
Everybody in your
what?
household getting tipsy. It's a Saturday. And by the way, tipsy with love, tipsy with happiness,
With
tipsy
happiness, with
with the
joy, with
occasional sippy sip that may or may not be in my class.
celebration, celebration. Oh, come on, join
Good
me.
times. Come on. Are you
Coffee.
drinking coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I finished that. I cranked through that thing this morning. Stop it. Webcam.
Happy Saturday! Hello, everyone. We've been like, oh my gosh, like just rambling on. We've been on this thing since the morning. I know everybody's so excited about today. Whatever you got going on, celebrate it. Whatever little small wins, big wins, I celebrate you. Today is about celebrating one another, uplifting one another. That should be every day, but today is a little bit just a tad bit more for me. And a selfish reason, right?
100%. Selfishly, by the way, I'm leaving this one up here. Yolanda is my neighbor, and we've yet to meet each other. Just throwing it up and out there. Frisco, it
How
easy.
is How is that even possible? Yolanda, and yes, you guys got to meet. Hello, Leslie, the conflict resolution queen. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hear that is quite a cool weather in New York right now.
Yeah, New York is just messy. Like Mother Nature with New York is just not having it. Is the vibe I get.
I heard it's suffocatingly humid up there. Imagine if they're complaining about that, how they will do here in Houston. They'll choke.
Dude, I know, like, no one understands humidity like the South. I'll say that much. Like,
Hmm.
I remember my first experience, and I grew up in Southern California, but we get more temperate climate. I went to New Orleans in August. Holy crap on crackers! If you want to
Oh my
know what a
God.
wall o humidity is, it was that. Oh my gosh, yeah. All respect to my
Okay, I
Louisiana
don't.
friends. Ooh,
Oh, girl, I've never done that Louisiana in the summer, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I want to. But anyhow, so guys, thank you so much for being here on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Hi, Corey, sending you much love, my friend, my brother. You're amazing. Thank you for just being doing amazing things on this platform and uplifting so many of others individuals here. But anyhow, I know today we have a jam-packed show, and we have so many celebrations to do. I'm still trying to get word about the launch live pretty much through YouTube to see if we can actually stream a few minutes of that, so you guys can join in on the celebration. So thank you so much for being here. As usual, we are going to salute our sponsors, but we shall do it in a very, very
probably
fast way.
preferred.
But before that,
I was gonna say probably preferred method, which is quick and efficient. So we're gonna do it quick and efficient today. So
yes, and we forgot to run the intro because I
oh
chat
shit.
too much.
Oh wait, okay, wait, okay. You know what? Okay, we'll start off with, "Hey guys, thanks sponsors. Let's do the intro."
Yes, how about that? Thank you, sponsors, for making this possible. So now, Miss Sia, producer extraordinaire, can we run the
Woo
intro?
woo.
Let's go. Hey y'all, welcome to my corner. This is your girl Raquel, aka Raki. Step into our world of connections where I'm a proud Hounds of Business Pack leader, which is a community of entrepreneurs committed to sharing positivity, growing together, and never forgetting to inject some fun. Get to know amazing people in this safe space, so come and join me in my connection corner. And we're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. Hey, hey. Okay, girl, no. Talking about going to the club and just jamming out, but but that's the beauty. We gotta dance. We gotta celebrate. We gotta find something to hold on to and just say, "I'm happy." Right? Smiles, laughter, and joy are simply the best medicines in the world. Want you to agree, Miss Sia.
One hundo. One hundo. You know I'm in the mood today, so I'm kinda like, "Yes. Yes, and." I'm in a yes, and mood today.
Yes, yes, and you really are. So shout out to to our sponsors really quick. Towsy, thank you so much. The Hounds of Business, thank you so much, Mr. Mike Asher-Branner. We love you, we adore you. Brilliant Media, bam, bam, bam. We love you too so much. Be My Blessing. Shout out to you, Michael Carr, and Brand Phase. Amazing individuals who are responsible for just continuing this tradition of Raquel's Flores Connection Corner. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you. So any shout outs that we want to give really quick before we begin, because like I said, we do have a packed show, so i'm
We do
rushing
have
i'm
a
rushing
hella huge packed show, so I do want
Yeah,
to, um I just look, I don't have children, but it's like one of those things where, like, I wanna hand this out to everyone and everyone, so anyone and everyone. So we had previous guests, Jordan and Jordan, Jordan and Jay, Jordan with,
Jordan.
Kelly and
Okay.
Friends and
Yeah.
Kelso and Kelly, and, I just wanna let you know, I went ahead and bought one of the books, and I got one of the stuffed animals, a koala, but I didn't realize they give you stickers.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, they
yes,
give you
that's
stickers. I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." So I just wanna show a couple stickers, and I
yeah.
haven't even opened it up yet. So real quick and dirty here, guys, because 'cause I'm literally gonna, like, I think I'm gonna, sticker up my
Squeal.
own, like, place. I love this. Kindness is gangster. I love
Oh
this one.
my gosh, I love
You
that.
just look so
Kindness is gangsta.
it is gangsta. And then, like,
I
oh, okay, come on, you guys. Have you heard about Pluto? That's messed up. Because Pluto is a
Oh,
planet, damn it, Janet. Yeah,
oh
but
my
that is
goodness.
hilarious. I've not even seen these, you guys. So these are just like find your happy place,
Oh,
which is
look
I
at
think so much of
that.
what we're doing right now in these sentiments, even though it's designed for children, is so um relevant for adults. Culture builder.
Yes. Yes, I
Look at that,
love
you guys.
that.
The fact that we celebrate, our unique individual selves, right?
Diversity, yes, I
And
love
and
that.
and you know what? Look, we couldn't do it if we weren't hungry. You gotta
Oh,
feed the
girl.
soul, feed who you are. So yeah, there's like, I mean, oh wait, shout out to be your blessing is look at that honey,
Oh, it is. There's a bee on the top. Oh,
a
look at
koala. So
that.
the koala
Yes,
that's behind me is got made into a sticker format as honey. So
as
there you
honey. And I have my honey right there. There we go. Everything is intertwined in this universe, y'all. If y'all don't believe in synergies and just universal powers, there you have it.
universe. You got a space guy. I'm telling
Yes.
you, the flow is there, guys. Okay, there. That was my digress. That was my shout out.
Shout out definitely to Kelso and friends, Jordan and Jordan. Thank you so much for making that show. It was incredible to learn about the world of animation through your lens. So, absolutely. But yes, what else do we have, Sia, before we get our guest up here?
Well, girl, we've got a lot.
So
So
much. I'm so sorry. Bear with us, y'all. Y'all have so much information to just like devour and really
yes.
consume
Yes, yes.
of
So
amazing
first and
things.
foremost, I want to get this up and out of the way real quick here. Oops, let me get this graphic down.
Mhm.
Guys, I just cannot emphasize to you more on this is Cooper cares. So this is the city of Highland Park. So our friend Chris isn't attending. I know he would watch us if he could. Basically, this is a fundraiser for Cooper Roberts. He was unfortunately a victim of last year's 4th of July mass shooting event up in Illinois. And National Wrestling Association Alliance. Oh, what's Alliance? I think it's Alliance. Darn it.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna get my butt busted again. I keep forgetting the A. But Walking Tall movement. I am actually wearing this green t-shirt on purpose. My shirt didn't come in time, but it's a fundraiser for Cooper because he is paralyzed as a result of that mass shooting. Today, they're celebrating him at 2 p.m. And NWA, for those that are musically inclined, is owned by Billy Corgan, the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins. And if you look at Chris's Malashewski's post this morning, you can see all the links to it. And I believe we've got the QR code for it as well. You guys,
yes.
please, 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 please support if you can. We're not demanding or requiring you guys to do anything more of just supporting your time and efforts. And oh, I guess we didn't add it the QR code. So oh, there we do. There it is. Boom. All right. So please, you guys, please scan that QR code. You use your phone, put it on camera mode. Your phone will know what to do. Click on that, and if you guys can buy a product, it will go towards Cooper and his healthcare. he really could use it at this point in time. So, you guys, nothing but love and support for the
Mm,
Walking Tall movement. That's,
yes.
Chris Malachowski, like, who just joined the Hounds, Todd Blyleven, and
Yes.
Dr. Vanetta. Love them.
I love them too. And I'm so, like I said, I'm so happy that, he's in the community and we can help raise more awareness about everything that is going on, what they're doing, all the just rallying behind, right? Rallying the support, just because it's such an unfortunate situation, but making those trauma count. That's what's important at the moment. What can you do to make Cooper's life a little bit better, that much better? So, I urge you guys to please go ahead and scan the code, follow Chris, connect with Chris, and just put your 2 cents in where it really matters. So encouraging words, messages, right?
100%. And I do want to make sure that we're clear. So, Walking Tall movement, yes, it is unfortunately rooted in tragedy in a lot of ways, but it's the reaction, it's the response, and that's what Walking Tall wants everyone to understand is things horrible will happen in your life, but if we walk tall together, we can all move forward together. It's in essence, all
Hmm.
ships rise with the tide, right? If we find our community and people that can help us grow and help us in our life journey. That's what Walking Tall movement's all about. So I have nothing but profound love and respect. So thank you everyone that's scanning. You guys are scanning like mofos. I love it, love it, love
I
it.
know. I
We will
love it
include the link.
too.
We'll put the link in the chats too for those that if you, don't get the QR code fast enough, we will definitely put it in there. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. All right. Well, shout out to you, Chris, and all the wonderful stuff that you're doing. Arika, who's next, madame? I'm so
So
excited.
speaking of love and support for the next person is,
Oh my
there we go.
goodness. There we go.
Take
All right, y'all. Well, I definitely, like I said, I know there's a lot of tough situation out there with the job opportunities, but I definitely wanted to take time to highlight one of my own, a dear friend of mine who's here in Houston. Her name is Renee Casely Hayford, and she's looking for new opportunities. So if you know of anybody who's amazing, who could, who hires inside her industry, please, please, please reach out to her. She's, like I said, she's an amazing individual. I put my hand on fire for her, and she might be around in the comments. So to connect with her, she needs to get to 500 connections, hopefully this weekend. So please spread the word. That way she can get her creator mode activated, get her everything pretty much going for her. She's very new to LinkedIn, y'all. So as a newbie, so make her feel welcome, please.
for sure, for sure. And guys, this is the one few times that you'll hear it from me. I'm asking to just give unsolicited likes and support to connect with her or follows just so she can get to creator mode. Okay. Once she gets to creator mode after that, by all means, we definitely appreciate any connections, but just help her get to that level. That way she can actually activate the rest of the greatness that LinkedIn has to offer. So I did highlight the skills in red there, you guys. She is an excellent person. So any support is appreciated. Obviously, you know, every little
Yes.
bit counts.
Absolutely. And that is amazing because, like I said, she's man, she's a veteran to begin with, Air Force. So thank you so much for your service, Renee. We appreciate you and we admire you for all you do. But beside that, oh my gosh, I mean, she's amazing in her career and what she does. So not only, beautiful individual, beautiful soul, but also has a brain. And she will make your company, your agency, just top notch. With all her skills and expertise. So please connect with her. Shout out to you, Renee. I know you're going to be in the comments, so please feel free to connect with her and just chat with her. If you know a recruiter, there we go. Connect them, okay? This is what Connection Corner is about. So,
Woo!
yay! All right. And who is next? Oh,
Come on.
see.
You can't leave out our potato, our resident potato expert, Dean LeBay.
We love you, Dean, so much. We send you so many shout outs, so much love. He's also on and pretty much looking for the next opportunity as well. Heartfelt, individual who's always up and supporting everyone on this platform, especially the Hounds community. So Dean is also looking for an opportunity, as I mentioned, and we've had Mike has had Dean on the show. Amazing individual with an amazing story of resilience. So I urge you guys to check him out, connect with him, follow, and his thing is sales. His gig is sales, right, Sia?
Absolutely. We actually had some great conversations about sales. And look, he and I are tenured. We're tenured salespeople. And It's interesting the different levels of techniques that come out all the time in sales. How can we increase our communication skills? How can we better connect, etc.? But sometimes the old school stuff, the tried and true methods are still human nature and still applicable. So for those, lean into Dean's expertise. Ask him questions. He can be helpful. I think Dean, you're just a rock star. I love engaging with you, and particularly those in retail, point of sale, that is his bailiwick, if I remember correctly. Dean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys, please, please, please connect with Dean.
Absolutely, please. I urge you to do that. Oh my goodness. I just feel like we have so much to go through. It's awesome, but at the same time I'm like, okay, please don't leave, guys. We have so much to cover. But
So,
anyhow, so go ahead.
next one. Do you want to know the next one? Let's do it, girl.
Ooh, what is this, Miss Sia?
What? This Thursday. Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Community Town Hall with the Hound.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh,
girl, I've had way too much coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Sia's had way too much coffee, but she's in a great mood, and you wanna know why I'm in a great mood? Because we have a rackin' frackin' cool community of people that we've developed over at LinkedIn. So,
awesome.
people have been asking, "What the hell is the Hounds of Business community?" Like, "Are you a hound? What's a hound? Why do you wanna be called a B word?" Look, first off, I've been called B word all my life, ain't nothing new, I wear it with a badge. That being said, you guys wanna know what it's all about, why we're so enthusiastic about it, is because we actually mean business. This is not a
Yes.
play games with social media bull crapper on crackers. This is actually people who do business together. We literally take 3 AM phone calls for one another. We will literally put our reputation at stake on behalf of one another. That's what the community town hall with the, Hounds of Business is all about. Raki?
Yes, absolutely. So we invite you to check this out next Thursday. Like I said, we will be answering what in the world is a hound? You know, Mr. Mike Asherbanner has really given his blood, sweat, and tears into pouring into this community ever since, you know, he started with LinkedIn. And what he's built is something that it's incomparable, in my opinion, right? In my honest and in an authentic opinion. It's a community that really does engage. We really nurture one another. We really do business with one another, and we've made money with one another. And you know, we can throw on those numbers like next time, but just for the sake of time, just know that this community does mean business. And if you really want to find out a little bit more what we do or what we're about, I invite you to tune in next Thursday. I was gonna say Sunday
This
also.
Thursday, girl, this Thursday.
Yeah, with this
Right? That's
coming
our
Thursday.
this Thursday
Yes.
because it's this week. I know I've had this debate with people before, this or next. It's this, right? Everyone? Someone whoever speaks English, please kindly tell us.
Yes, English is not my first language, so
English is
yes.
my first language, and I still can't speak it, so whatevs.
Oh
Who's
my
judging?
gosh. So all right, y'all. So yes, and then the next thing,
Oh, darn
and
it, wrong graphic.
it's all good. It's July 27th, y'all.
7th. Uh-oh. Are we frozen or am I frozen? Oh, no. It could be one of us. So, I don't know who's frozen, but July 27th is a Sizzling Summer International Podcasters. Basically, it's a bunch of us, and we are all about tasting 5 different sauces from Purple Tongue Hot Sauce. If you want to participate with us, you guys, by all means, please, please, please. We will put the links below for you to join us. It is going to be a hell of a lot of fun, and we'd love to have you eat some hot wings live with us. So I'm not quite sure if I'm talking to myself or not, but we'll go from there. But or it could be me. Is it me?
I haven't.
Did I
I
freeze?
You froze for me, girl, but hey, I don't know. I'm back.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've been talking to myself.
Maybe.
Are we talking to ourselves?
I don't know. I'm here. I'm back. And so it was like 5, 10 seconds of like, bye, Raquel. I was like, oh my gosh, what
I
is
know.
this?
Oh my gosh. I know. It was like a lot of okay. Thank you for everyone for seeing me. So I'm just gonna keep talking to myself. We do have the link for that up and running. This is gonna just go downhill, girl. I don't know what to tell you. But you guys, it's a sizzling summer, July 27th. It's a Thursday. Don't look at that 29th. That's just me and my typo problems. But that being said, join us. You guys, how fun would it be that we could just be all chatting with up and eating some amazing food together? So, no better way to bond than with food.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm so eager to, I like spicy food. I'm so eager to taste these. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like too spicy. But it's all good. We're supporting a great cause. Michael, Corbis from in Canada, amazing purple tongue business that he has. And the doggy is so cute. We love doggies around here. So
I know. I didn't get the name of the dog. Did you?
I did not either. I did not. So Michael, please let us know in the comments, okay?
I know,
Oh
I
my
know. God, we're like,
goodness.
oh my God, we're like failing miserably here. Sorry, guys. We'll get more. We'll get that done. All right. So, speaking of amazing spiciness and hotness and amazingness,
Ah, my goodness, y'all. Okay, so I'll try to get through this. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I'm not going to cry. Yay, there we go. So today is such a special day for me because as we speak, the book is launching, Latinas 100. And when I got invited to be a part of this specific book, I was honored. Adriana Rosales, amazing book writer, amazing individual, Latina in the community that is just a super powerhouse, reached out to me and she was like, yes, we need your input. We need you to do this. And I was like, absolutely. Right. So it's being launched right now, guys, and the YouTube channel. I know if we throw it up there, it's somewhere in there. And so people can
so
join.
yep. And I was gonna say I'll include that in the comments here in the captions, you guys, so you can see it. But being that it seems to be we're having some bandwidth issues, Raki, I'm not gonna stream it. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make the call.
Yeah, let's go ahead and not stream it. We were hoping to stream at least a few minutes of it, but we're just going to go ahead and say no, and we'll post it in the comments so you can replay. Team replay. I'll be team replay
Team replay.
too.
I just put it in the comments. I just put in the comments. Hashtag team replay in the he's
Yeah,
a.
which is great as long as you guys support. And this is what I want to make sure as a community, as a connection corner, that I know we're busy individuals, we're busy adults with busy lives. So if you can't get to somebody's at live stuff, at least support afterwards. Team replay. That's I mean, it's amazing. As long as you show up and support one another, that's what matters at the end of the day. So yes, thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you so much to the individuals who are popping up to say hi and congratulations. So let me tell you a little bit about this, right? For why is this so significant for me? Well, first of all, I am Latina. I am from El Salvador, and I am the first one in my family to actually do something like this. So I got the long applause. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you did, girl. It's worth it.
So to me, this is extremely meaningful in the sense of I am leaving a legacy. I am paving the way for those who are coming behind me, for those who are watching my every single move. And I'm talking about also my kiddos. I have two girls, two beautiful bicultural Latina girls who know that everything that I'm pouring out to the world will impact them in one way or another. And my oh, when I say see, I'm gonna start crying. This is a proud moment for me because, like I said, I'm doing something different. I am ending somewhat of a generational curse and doing things in a different way. Not to hurt anyone, not to be, malintentioned, but to actually inject positivity and inject vision into in the future generations. So I am more than proud to be a part of this 100 Latinas and Latinas 100. It's pretty much the second edition that it talks about inspiring the new generation and leaving a legacy. So I know that we made a show talking about what is your legacy and what did you want to leave, right? So I invite you to really think and dig deep. What is the legacy that you want to leave for your family, for your kiddos if you have children, for your friends, for your community? What is it in your heart that speaks volumes to you that is your purpose? So that is one of the main reasons why I decided to do this. And needless to say, it's a collaborative effort. And 99 other fantastic individuals, Dr. Miriam being one of them, is also joining in this effort of leaving a legacy. So shout out to you, Dr. Miriam. Shout out to Adriana Rosales. Shout out to all the other 98 fantastic folks who are contributing in leaving a legacy and inspiring the next generation. I urge you, go ahead and get the book. Just find out a little bit more. And I hope that you find some inspiration in some of their stories. Because if you don't share your story, then you're never going to be heard. And to me, one of the most important elements in this life is to have a voice. I was silenced for too long. not anymore. So thank you, Adriana, for the opportunity. And before I start crying, thank you guys for the support.
And guys, to continue support, please, please scan that QR code. Everyone, I see a lot of scans coming down right now. I'm so beyond excited and proud. Girl, as long as I've met you, like this past year has been such a privilege to see you really come into your own, to really embrace and own the fact that you're very proud of your Latina heritage and that it's effective for people in business to understand that different perspectives can actually net increased profits for those that are business minded, but also nets relationships and business networking and etc. So 100% girl, I am so proud of you. I'm getting choked up. Damn it, Janet. The Rocky is rubbing off on
Oh
me.
my gosh. And
Hell.
Sia does not get choked up, by the way, y'all. So this is something telling, but I mean, like I said, this is a major, major, major moment in my life. I know this is just the beginning. I'm barely scratching the surface. One of my goals this year was to get published. Here we are. Another one of my goals was to be in a TEDx talk. It's coming. I know it's coming,
It's
y'all.
coming.
It's coming, manifesting it. So thank you guys again. I don't want to keep our guests waiting, but thank you so much for pretty much contributing to the amazing things that I'm experiencing, the communities that I've surrounded myself with, the individuals that I've surrounded myself with over the last year have been instrumental. You guys have been so elemental to my growth, to my knowledge, both personal and professional. So I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I'm forever grateful. And if this is what we can do in about a year, imagine what we can get accomplished in one more year. And teaching all the people what we can do, how we can become published, how you can start making an impact and leave a legacy that is inspiring to future generations. Ah, I'm feeling it. All right. Well, I mean, without further ado, our guests have been so patient waiting for us, Chit and Mac chatters.
I know. I know. We've been chatting McChattersons. So let's bring on our first guest because I want to make sure that he understands. I just
Yay!
love this person. So everyone, welcome
Oh,
Stephen Ang in the He's A.
oh my gosh, Stephen, thank you so much for being here. I know we may have some issues with bandwidth. Hopefully not. Let's cross our finger because you are in rainy New York. How is it?
Oh my God, it literally just finished downpouring. It's super humid and I'm literally dying right now. Just sitting in my car. I was at work earlier and I don't have any privacy when I'm in the library, so I just have to make do with what I have, guys. So let's roll.
And that's perfectly fine. You show up as you can. And that's why we love you. We appreciate you because you're one individual, even though you're new to our community, you have been
Uh,
very supportive. So tell us a little bit about who Stephen Ing is, what you do, and then, we'll dive deeper into a little bit more.
yeah, so I've always considered myself a person who never fit into any particular mold or box, in the words of our dear friend Susanna. I've always been a book lover. I I first became very interested in books when I was in I believe fifth grade. By way of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, fantastic read, shaped my childhood. And to make a very long story short, I worked for a little bit in special education, and then I made a pivot, and now during the daytime I work full managed care organization, health insurance, in other words, to pay the bills. That's my corporate job, and on the side, and more for personal fulfillment and supplemental income. Work part time at a public library, and that's been very instrumental in helping me build my personal brand and shape my values. So a lot of what I do is, well, at the library, is day-to-day customer service, helping out patrons, and nitty gritty things like that. But during the pandemic, I was profoundly impacted by the rise in violence and animosity against Asian Americans, being Chinese American myself. So I did a lot of soul searching during the thick of lockdown, and I decided, you know what? We need to make sure that our communities that we serve, people of color in particular, are better represented. So this way, younger generations can grow up in a world where they can feel seen, heard, and valued. And Raquel and Sia, I know you two particularly understand that fact. Um,
Yes, absolutely, Stephen.
a lot of my work focuses on collaboration with our librarians and making sure that our collections and programming are well rounded. And that's me in a nutshell.
Well, you in a nutshell is there's a lot to unpack there, I must say, Stephen, because you are amazing. You are fan freaking tastic, if I may say, with your
Oh,
efforts
thank you.
in the way you really, really rally around, spreading diversity and that education and the knowledge for individuals. So I appreciate you, like I said, taking the time to be here today, and it's delivering an important message that we must, right? And also, not only that, you support writers, you support authors who, you work in a library and you have so much knowledge of that. So tell us a little bit about how you actually got into books.
Well, I was in special ed as a kid, and believe it or not, English is technically my second language. Cantonese is my first language. So I had a lot of struggles as a kid with reading, writing, sounding out words. But I was always determined to just improve. And like and when you're a kid, like in spite of your struggles, all it takes is that one that one book and that one magical author that just that just motivates you. I don't even know that I have the precise words to describe it, but that's really what the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe did to me, was that it opened up my eyes to the power of storytelling and just writing it in general. So from that point forward, I even though I went special ed for like a few years afterwards, it really kind of just redirected me and helped me build my self-awareness. Okay, what can I do, to get better today, and to also, you know, well, not only succeed, but to help others and also discover my purpose. So
Yes.
um, so it was essentially like this very gradual, because it was still a number of years before I started working in the library. But it's just one of those things where you sort of lay the foundation like slowly, and then when you least expect it, it just sprouts up like a
Hmm.
garden, if that makes any
Absolutely.
sense.
No, that makes complete sense. Absolutely, hands down. And just because, when you talk about purpose and finding that purpose in your life, that's, that was one of the key elemental moments in your childhood, ended up being one of the most monumental stepping stones for you to do what you're doing nowadays. And I love that you follow your heart, you follow, your passion. So anyhow, I want to go ahead and see if our other guest is actually ready to come up. Is Miss Nicole here? Is she? There she is. Welcome to the show, Madame. How are you?
Oh my God, I am great. What an amazing day for you. I'm so happy for
Oh,
you. I'm so proud of you. It's
oh my goodness.
being
Oh.
published is exhilarating, freeing. It's just I wish I could reach out and hug you.
Oh, well,
I'm
thank you
hugging you.
so much. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. I know, you were hanging backstage and you're also in New York, so you're not that far from Steven, which I love. I have to visit New York soon because there's so
Yes,
many of
yes.
y'all. So tell us a little bit about who Nick is and what she does. Amazing stuff that she's doing.
Okay, so next the gifted bipolar writer, and I wasn't 3 months ago, and misfortune brought me onto LinkedIn, and through that I just developed this amazing community of of friends, of support. And it's funny, somebody that think, I really think this person's an AI, or like Sia would say, he's just using a bot. Me on the study crap. But this guy's like driving me crazy with my notifications. He's like all up in there, liking every single comment from 100 years ago and killing me. So I can't see the notifications of my friends that I really need to see. That being said, it was a few days after I got hurt and had my surgery that I bumped into Mike. Well, I didn't really bump into Mike. I'd kind of been trolling Mike. And then I decided, you know what, I want to be in the house. And I joined. And he has just been really amazing just with everything. And I think not even 2 weeks later was Valentine's, and I went on a live show with Lachelle Atkins, and my first live was with you, Raquel, when you opened
Yes.
Connection Corner. That was
Yes.
only my second live show, and I met Miss Steely Riston, the publisher of Campground TBD Publishing, backstage after in the green room. I had no idea what a green room was then, but it was just amazing. She happened to be doing a book. And, as most people know, when you choose to write in a book, some of these can cost you money. And in this particular case, she was not charging. I
Wow.
guess she had a moment where she was like, no, I need to put people out there that want to write, that need to write. And I got an offer, and she said, the only thing is you have a week to turn in the chapter. Yeah, I spazzed out a little bit, being that I'd never written before. But I thank God every day that I took the opportunity. And I
Mhm.
can't believe I'm sitting here today. And yesterday, the second anthology launched. And what you see up there in that graphic is my book cover design. Um, I'm sorry. Now
No,
I'm bursting into
that's
crying.
okay.
No.
And that's what this is about. We're celebrating one another, right? Just because you are a living testament of what the power of purpose and actually, searching within you is about. You, like you said, you started literally this journey like a little bit over 3 months ago. And look at you, you are working on your second publication. I mean, Jesus, who does that? Only like Nick, right? So I am super proud of you. I've seen you from your misfortune, as you said, which I don't call it that. I just call it that that was a blessing in disguise.
It really
And
was.
look at you.
It really
Look at
was.
this. I remember having those conversations with you. So this really is a testament to anybody who's out there contemplating writing, or you feel like you don't have it, or you're like, oh, that's not for me, or no, I don't have a voice, I don't have a message. You really do. And you can be an inspiration to so many. I know Nicole's story has been an inspiration already. Stephen's story is an inspiration. So it's like, I urge you all, think about it. So how do people start the first step to actually start writing a book? Any either Nick or Stephen can jump in.
Stephen, you take this one.
No, I'm gonna defer to you because you're the writer in this equation, not me.
Fair enough, because when we get to the publishing part, don't ask me boo. Um, wow, how do you start? I honestly, for me, just started posting on LinkedIn. And I met Elijah Drown, who I did my very first podcast with. It wasn't live. I got all excited and all set up, and it wasn't live. It was audio. Um, but he knew how much I love to write, and he said, "Why aren't you writing?" And I'm like, "Right where?" It's like I have, you know. He's like, "Go on Medium," and I did, and I started writing. And nobody knew who the hell I was. I could care less. I was just happy I was writing. And at that time, I followed um, Raquel avidly. I mean, I still follow her. But the point is, here's this Latina chick that was just like a powerhouse, just blowing it up. And I was like, I need to know this person. So I followed her. And I reached out in DMs, and, we would chat back and forth here and there. And so when I I shared my blog piece with her. It might have even been my first one. And she not only read it, liked it, commented on it, but I realized that she would read the ones once they were published. And I was like, I have somebody following my writing. And it happens to be somebody that I really admire. And, you know, we all do have that voice. And sometimes you just don't know where to be heard. That's the problem.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's probably the first step.
To
Once you,
having a
hmm
supportive community, right, Nicole? Because that's been one of the things that you felt you weren't seeing, or you felt like your voice didn't have really substance to it, when in fact it had tons of it, right? So it's just surrounding yourself with a supportive community and people who
yes, it
really
is.
understand you and will rally around you, just because you do have a voice, and that voice needs to be heard. So, and that was the only thing that I did. The only thing that I did was just like, yeah, a little push. No, I shoved you. I was like,
But
go
the
for
little
it.
thing can be the biggest thing to someone. And I think the way for you to start right now is, if you have even just an inkling, reach out to anyone that you know that has authored. Okay? Reach out. It could just be a 15-minute coffee chat. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you just need some clarity. Maybe you just need somebody to hear you and see you. And we, having been there, understand that better than most. So you will be heard and you will be seen. And authors have connections. They know who to put you in touch with to get these things done. So, like Raquel
Hmm.
says, do not be afraid. Don't. There is so nothing to be afraid of, I swear to God. Right? Reach out to Raquel. She's published. She's published. You can reach out to me. I'm published twice now. Yay!
Yay! And like I said, this is the main thing. So I think you alluded to something that is very important that we must impart in the audience, is letting them know, hey, you do have a message. But the main thing is you need to put yourself out there. And how do you start putting yourself out there? Well, you have a panel here of individuals who were very, I would say, active on this platform called LinkedIn that we're on. And not only that, but we know other individuals, those individuals know other individuals, and it's like a
Mhm.
snowball effect. So I know we're talking about being introverts, versus extroverts, but at the end of the day, it really does take courage. It takes a leap of faith, right? So some individuals are like, okay, well, I'm facing obstacles. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. We all do, but turn that obstacle, right? Turn it over and make it a stepping stone towards your next thing where you can launch off of that. Man, I just got philosophical there for a second. So, but it is so true though, because I know Stephen, you've done that with your platform. You've done that with your mindset. You've done that with the mentality. You've turned over those obstacles into stones and made a stepping stone for your success on here. What would you say to that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, Raquel. I can roll my R's, guys. I can trill. Raquel. Sorry, I digress. Yeah, I never see myself as a writer historically, but it wasn't until I started posting on LinkedIn regularly that I just reframed that mindset. And that's when, it struck me like lightning. Hey, like people are resonating with my writing style, and I'm writing in a very conversational tone that doesn't feel stuffy. I think I can keep going with this, and eventually it just started, as you alluded to, like snowballing, to the point where like I felt confident enough to start doing videos on topics like publishing, and just like literally sharing, like doing videos on posts that I physically wrote out. But uh, but I figured, hey, like if it sounds good, like on paper, I think it can sound 10 times better if I can show my face and allow the audience to hear my true voice.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm alluding to, the true voice, right? Your true voice. We all do have a voice. With me particularly, like that was one of the driving factors that pushed me, out of my comfort zone, to actually put my feelings and thoughts, and just that desire to leave that message and perpetuate, like, honestly, as a legacy. So if there's one advice besides the one that we just gave, like, what would you tell individuals who are facing that self-doubt, who are facing like, oh, yeah, maybe I'm not good enough? It's like, it's one of those things, like a push. Let's nudge them. What would you say for that, Nicole?
Were you asking? Sorry, were you asking me or Nicole?
Sorry, I don't know if there's a delay. I was asking Nicole. Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Put mic on, Nick. And I missed your question. I'm sorry about that.
No, I said, I know we were sharing. You shared a couple of things about how to get individuals starting to ride. But are there any other tips that you think that may work, that may help individuals to kind of branch out and just step out into the limelight, if you say?
Yeah, LinkedIn is huge. I mean, like we all know this already. And I jumped on here and I was just posting about my company, about being an employee, and ended up going off into my own direction. I think when you really share who you are in your posts, like your authentic self, what you love doing starts to come true, right? Through. And as that happens, the right people start coming into your circle, right? And people you just, put out there. I love to write. It's my thing. It wakes me up in the morning. It feeds my soul. uh, when I put all my emotions on a piece of paper and I read it back, I just, by God, I learn about myself a bit more. So do it, put yourself out there, start with the posts. You're posting now already anyway. So trust me, the right people are going to come find you. They're going to come find you, and this is going to, move you along. It might seem
Hmm.
like such a small step, but it is a step because you're putting it out there into the universe that I want to write.
Hmm.
People are going to see it.
And this, the attract and repel, that we talk about this in our community, right? The attract and repel. We're so scared of, oh, what about if they don't like it, or it's gonna hit, with everybody. I'm like, no, it's not gonna hit with everybody, because
Not meant to.
yes, it's supposed to resonate with the individuals that are really going to internalize and receive the message that you have. And sometimes it's just about sharing. So sometimes
Mhm.
you may not just have a message. Sometimes you just really just want to share your story, because that story can transcend and become somebody's message. And
Yes.
it's an amazing thing. So, all right, Paul, let's see. What is he saying? I'm curious for the panel. Do you find being an introvert extrovert to be a limiting belief and buzzword, if you will? In my experience, we adapt to our environment, and I believe we need to pay more attention to the language we use, because in many instances, and what is it? What else does it say? So let's talk about that. Is it a limiting factor being an introvert or extrovert? And Stephen, since you've shared with us in the past, and I think you've talked about this too in your videos, what would you say about that?
Good question.
all right, all right. Just trying to zoom in.
Yeah, I know you're on your phone, so
He's on the
yeah.
phone.
So
Okay, so look, as an extrovert, let me just tell you something. I think it's less of an issue or a concern for extroverts because oftentimes that personality type will just jump in, not realizing is there even water to where you're jumping into, right? I think there's a lot of introspection that introverts will do, and it doesn't mean that they're timid. It just means they weigh risks and the way they receive energy is from their own internal strengths as opposed to external, right? Where extroverts will get more power if there's like here the four of us talking to like whoever's like on the like listening to us right now and watching us. Extroverts would be like saying, oh my god, I'm in a room full of 700 people listening to us,
Right,
talking to us, whereas an introvert's like, holy crap on crackers, there's 700 people I have to fracking talk to. So
yeah.
it's just a very different way, but it doesn't to me limit your ability to believe in yourself. It's just a way of where you're pulling your energy um, to execute on something. That's my 2 cents.
right, and to piggyback off that, Sia. Now that I was able to read the entire question. Sorry, guys. Yeah. My 2 cents is that it's a matter of how your bandwidth is distributed. So, like in the past, people have like assumed that I'm introvert, but that's because they're basing it on the fact that like they're a lot more talkative than I am, and I'm the type of person that likes to listen actively first, and I'm very conscientious like before I speak. With that being said, I think um, I think it's best not to look at it just in terms of a black and white. Oh, you're quiet. You must be an introvert. You're chatty like Sia. You must be an extrovert. Because we all change and evolve over time, and so can our levels of tolerance for being social and for dialogue. But that's not any indication of our expressive prowess.
Oh my gosh, that's so eloquently put, Stephen. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm amazed. But that's why you were amazing and expert in what you do, just because you're able to put these things and your thoughts together and actually be inspirational in the process, right? But that's amazing. That's amazing. So I consider myself an extrovert, right? And to me, it's easy to put myself out there, but at the same time, we all face that self-doubt at one point, that imposter syndrome. It really hits you very difficult and hard sometimes. And but that's why I have this beautiful community to rely on. That would they uplift you, they'll pick you up. And Nicole, what do you have to say about that?
I think that I know I'm an extrovert, but I'm married to what people will call an introvert. And he's reserved, right? He doesn't have a lot to say. But when he is able to open up, he has a lot to say. So I do think that while it might be a little bit easier for an extrovert to just, pop on a show like this and start talking, an introvert in the right setting, drawn out the right way, would feel comfortable enough to share. I think as an author, it comes down a lot to people's feeling on privacy. Um, when you choose to share your story and put yourself out there, you are opening up your very private moments to complete strangers. And I don't think that necessarily has to do with being introverted versus extroverted. Um, it's how much are you able to open up yourself to let other people read that in terms of privacy. Because if you write and somebody reads it, they're not really talking to you in your face, right? But on a live show like this,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely can understand how somebody that's introvert could feel not at ease. But again, in
Mm-hmm.
the right people, you will. Because I was very nervous when I started doing this. And now, you know, I chat with you and see all the time. I chat with Steven. I'm in a comfortable group of people. So I don't feel the nervousness.
Mhm, mhm, and yeah, I remember the first time, you were like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how to," like, she was totally terrified about it, and I was like, "Nicole,
Yes.
chill. You got this. You know more than you know, that you think that you know." And then afterwards, after we were finished with the live stream, she was like, I don't know what I was worried about. And I was like, I told you. So everyone has a possible way to actually get it done. So
Hmm.
it's one of those things you just have to really get out of your head. And I'm sorry, but I am dying over here because somehow my daughter is in my account and commenting as me. And I'm just like, what is going on here?
I saw
I
that and I was
know.
like,
I'm
I
like,
don't know how to comment. I don't know what to say, but I'm like, go mom. I love that. My heart is so full right now.
Oh my gosh. So they're with their father today. So I'm over here thinking, how in the hell is she commenting? This, y'all. So this is my daughter in my account. I don't know how she's in my account,
oh,
but
I love it.
she
I love it.
supported. She showed up. This is the first time it happens. She showed up the right day, to celebrate me. So baby, Jocelyn, I love you so much. Thank you for being there for me and appreciating what I do each and every day. I love you. Thank you. Okay, not to digress. I know I'm gonna cry if I keep going,
I'm like,
but
what is she laughing at? I'm like, okay, I'm like, is my nose running? I'm like, why is she laughing?
no, it's just this is so out of the blue, y'all. This has never happened to me, so
Oh,
it caught me off
look at
guard.
this. No, I love her. I am Jocelyn.
Oh
I
my
love you,
god.
beautiful. We
So
love you, beautiful. Oh
sweet. That
my
is
God, I
so
love you.
So
sweet.
y'all, there you have it. This is the stuff that happens during live streams, but it warms my heart knowing that my kids are seeing this and they're seeing the power, right, that we have in leaving a legacy and the messages that we have to deliver. So I know we're running close to running out of time. So I wanted to give just a last golden nugget, guys. I'm going to go around the panel, including you too, Sia, regarding putting yourself out there, putting your thoughts and your messages and your inspiring story out there. If you could leave our audience with a golden nugget, what would you say that would be? Anybody can start. Go for it, Stephen.
I say we start with the person in green. Lou.
I'm in control. I determine who goes next.
Oh,
Ooh, I like
sassiness.
that.
Wah, ah, ah, ah.
Okay, Stephen, go for it.
All right. So I would start start internally. Know know where your heart is. Have courage, and just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to share. Know know how your story is gonna fit into the greater context of society, um, and then adapt accordingly. Because at the end of the day, your story is not necessarily about you. It's about the dialogue and the rapport that you want to build with your audience.
Mhm, mhm.
I love that. Oh my
I
gosh.
love that.
I so
Yeah.
love that. And that's why we love you, Stephen, because you impart knowledge. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. When you speak, I'm just like, I'm listening. I'm enthralled. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my gosh. That's why we wanted to
you
have you here.
guys, so sweet. You're making me blush right now.
Don't blush. It's hot already.
And
Yes.
yes, and Raquel, sorry for making sorry for accidentally making um dragging out your name earlier. That was not intention. That was not intentional. Yes, exactly.
Raquel?
That was yes.
Raquel.
This is what happens when
Raquel.
when it's 80 million degrees here and you're speaking really fast in your car.
No, I love it because I told myself that every person that I meet, I will make them roll their R's. And some of them already do it as it is. They're like, oh, yes, I
Yes,
know how to roll my R.
that's kind of what triggered it. And I know we're coming up on time, but I just want to end this off with a bang. So when I was so a few months ago, I bought a self-published book written by one of my LinkedIn connections. Her name is Jossie Lee, and it's called "Mommy Goes to Work," a tribute to working moms and their contributions. So when I was at work before, my boss like like called me up to her desk to tell me that not only doing was the book processed fully, but it is now officially part of our collection, and one of our patrons checked it out. So this marks the very first time that I've successfully um, added a book to our collection here at the library,
Wow. That's
written
an
by one of my LinkedIn connections.
Oh my God. Well, that's the start of something fantastic, Stephen. You've
Wonderful.
started a movement there. And I must say, you gotta continue that. You already have that one stepping stone. You made the step. Let's go ahead and run that mile. Go with it. Seriously, run with it. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
thank you so much, guys, for having me. This wasn't an easy journey because the book is self-published, and usually procedurally, we're supposed to go through our typical vendors and purchase like books that are traditionally published. But when I got my hands on this book, guys, I knew that it was special because it was professionally written and it addresses like a topic not that's not talked about enough. Working moms, and it was written by a diverse author that I'm connected with.
Well, I need to get my hands on
So
that book. So please make
Yeah.
sure you share it with the
if Jossie
comments.
could definitely, and if Jossie Lee can do it, Raquel, so can you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
There it goes. Mic drop. Okay, yeah, I'm not literally gonna drop my mic because it's expensive. So. But
yeah, 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 yeah.
Steven,
Don't do
I
that.
know Sia will yell at me. Steven, thank
Oh
you
yes,
so much.
you know Sia won't. You're welcome. You know Sia won't let you hear the end of it because she's all about that tech, right, Sia?
Hmm.
Oh, it's not so much I'm about the tech, okay? Like, wait, let me clarify something. It's not just about the tech. It's just I've got headsets on, so when you drop mics, I really can hear it.
Oh,
That's all. That's it. I
ow.
value my deaf hearing. That's
True.
a limited hearing I have left from all the concerts. That's what I care about.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this? Or should I breathe?
So, um, okay, okay, we're gonna make one little
Like,
small segue. I know we're running out of time, but look, if I may, if I, okay, I'm here. For those that are looking to do live streams, podcasts, videos, etc., if you're going to invest in equipment, that's beautiful. If you're going to invest in expensive equipment, that's beautiful. But there is something about technique. So for those that just really like to talk really close into the microphone like this and like, hey, how you doing? That's great. But then you'll need to understand volume control and breathing. And oh, did you hear that little pop, 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 pop? Yeah, you got to be very careful of your mic technique. So you guys, it's not just having nice equipment, it's actually understanding how to use your microphone. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I spent 3 hours last night editing someone's audio who had amazing equipment, but he also did this. If you like
oh
ASMR,
dear.
Creepy.
we can talk about that later.
Oh, well,
But if we're doing a live stream, maybe not ASMR, just saying.
well, don't you have a course coming out or something that you're going to teach people how to actually have etiquette while using a microphone? Correct, my love.
It, are you trying to commit me to something?
I'm sorry,
Are you
y'all.
trying to
This
Are you
is
trying to make me work, lady?
no. I'm just trying to say you're
Alright,
amazing. Yeah, you're
just kidding.
you're like multiverse and multi-talented. If y'all don't know Sia, Sia is the queen of live streaming, the queen of so many other different things that she wears like 7,000 different hats. But yeah, we digressed. It's all good. This is why we love it. This is authenticity. This is real. This is organic, and luckily enough, we have a community that understands that and embraces it. So, Nicole, last few parting words that you like to say to the audience?
Well, first, I just want to say, Stephen, you really do have a very captivating presence about you. When you talk, people just want to listen. Number
Oh,
one. Number two, I can't wait to meet you. I don't know what parking lot you're sitting in, but if you tell me, maybe I'll jump in my truck and come meet you now. Yes,
oh,
we can't make that
I'm
happen.
actually outside the library.
We can't make that happen because Stephen and I do live in New York. And it's kind of pathetic we haven't met.
That you do. You're in East Side Slip. I'm in Nassau right now.
Right? Oh God, this is terrible. We have to make this happen. But I guess I would say that if you want to put, and there was the size here, if you want to put yourself out there and you're nervous on how to, okay, take the same advice you would give a really, really good friend. And that's so hard. It is so hard to take your own advice. It's ridiculous. Talk or write as if you were just chatting with the person that you feel the most comfortable with. I'm writing this to Raquel right now. This is not for anyone else's eyes but Raquel, because I know that I could put my heart out there to melt in front of her. And you will see just how real your writing will be. And then just hit post. Just
It
hit post.
takes courage. Just hit post, but do it anyways, right?
Close your eyes like this and just hit post. That would be my advice.
The
Yeah,
click of
yeah,
it
right from
is so liberating, isn't it? I think that's the message that I'm getting from you, and Nicole, just because that click can be so life changing as well, right?
Yeah. Put the phone down. Put the phone down and walk away and come back a few hours later and see what happened. Don't sit there like this. Did anybody see? Did anybody comment? Did anybody like? Hit post and walk away.
hit post, detach yourself from the outcomes and the vanity metrics, and just keep writing. Don't work like all of those prescriptivist grammar rules that you learned when you were in elementary, middle school, and high school if you took AP English. Reconsider those. Speak from your heart, because at the end of the day, readers are going to want to connect with real people, not bots. So don't be afraid to write as if you're speaking, like, in the same room as them, as if we're just having a simple conversation.
Absolutely. That's absolutely right, Stephen. So guys, I know we're like way over time and we want to respect time, but thank you all for the valuable information y'all really imparted on the audience. And I urge the audience to connect if you haven't yet with Nicole and Guy Galindo and Mr. Stephen. And these two individuals are simply amazing, amazing human beings, amazing professionals and experts in their industry. They also, are everywhere on LinkedIn, supporting and showing up for everyone. So I urge you support Nicole and the other writers as well who are co-authoring the book. Okay, 2 cents on self-love, which is amazing. So I urge you guys, like I said, to connect with them because it's amazing. So, and yes, support me and support Adriana. So yes, let me go ahead and pull that up. Stephen and Nicole, thank you so much for coming. Hang in the background. I appreciate you guys. Applause for being amazing. Oh my god, girl, this was so amazing. Like I don't even know. I can't believe I made it through without crying. I mean, I teared up and everything. Randy's comment just cracked me up. He said that I would be crying if a fly was stuck to a sheet of paper. I was like, oh my god. He's always coming up with something different. But guys, I want to give a shout out as a partying thing for me to Adriana Rosales, my sister. Amazing. I couldn't be with you guys at their launch, but I'm there. I'm here, and my heart is with you guys. But thank you so much for the opportunity. I encourage everyone to connect with Adriana Rosales as well. Follow her on Amazon. She is a multi published author as well. And I have one of her books back here, Grow Rich, right there, if you can see it. And she's just amazing. Having given me this opportunity, I'm honored to be a part of 100 Latinas. 100 Latinas, 100 Latinas. I
Scan
know,
it.
scan, scan,
Scan it.
scan.
Scan it. Scan it.
And
Scan. Scan.
you will not regret it. And it's an amazing and inspiring thing to be able to live vicariously through others. And in the way she helps uplift and just, oh my God. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Sorry,
That just
I
broke
wasn't hoping.
me. Hi, Jocelyn, baby. Okay, you wanted to see. I have a little surprise. She wanted to see her daughter, which I'm a grandmother apparently. So this is Jazzy. This is my daughter's kitten. Y'all see her? Say hi, baby. So there's Jazzy Love. She's doing perfectly fine. So for cat lovers out there, that's what I was holding this whole time. But anyhow, I know time is of the essence. It's Saturday. Y'all got to do so many wonderful, fantastic things and go out there and devour the world. So, the message that I want to leave you with and parting words, Missy, is there anything else that you would like to say or we need to run through before I close?
No, girl, I am so proud and stoked. I'm just like speechless and I just love you all like love song babies. I love the fact that, um, so many people showed up today because you know why? I think there is such a great willingness and
Yeah.
desire to connect. So
Yes.
hopefully everyone in the chats are connecting with each other. So please do, please do, please do. And for those, we will add the links if you weren't able to scan it. Please support Cooper for those that are going down. The event's literally starting in about an hour. So
Yes.
please support Cooper. Please support Nicole's book launch as well as Raki's book launch. And obviously, if there's any questions on, hey, if you're self-publishing or if you want to go the traditional route, someone like Steven, he's a librarian. He can tell you what's up and give advisement on what he sees. So that's kind of like my summary of this discussion is, guys, put your stuff up and out there. Everyone has a story to tell. Do it with written word. And sometimes if you're not like someone that can write, Mike Asher then maybe do it over like, video and audio
Mhm.
format. Leave your legacies in different ways, you guys. There's the technology's available for you. Do it and enjoy it. Life is too short to worry about stuff that no one, quite frankly, gives two rats poops about except yourself. So just put yourself up and out there.
I love that. I love that, the encouragement in it too, and the just the organic rawness of it, right? And that's one of the things that has been very defining for us. We, we like to say, hey, there's an authenticity in what you do. The mistakes can actually turn out to be beautiful. Whatever you perceive to be a mistake, or oh my gosh, I made an error, or I'm not great on video. That in itself can be actually the beauty in it of the message. So for me, to you all, I want to say these parting words. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for supporting each and everyone on this platform. I know I see you. I try to do as much as I can to support and uplift you, but at the end of the day, we have to just be kind. Lead with kindness, and the rest will follow. If there is one more advice that I could give you as far as writing, and what I have done in this actual process myself, is I put my heart out there. I put my heart in it, and I let the essence of my heart take hold of it. You can never go wrong once you follow your heart. So with that said, thank you so much, guys. Until next time at Raquel's Connection Corner next Saturday. Don't forget. Love you all. Roll the outro. Thanks for joining us, and I hope our chat inspired you to make a new connection. Please like and subscribe, and let's build a great community in our little corner where we get serious business done by injecting fun. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, come back to Raquel's Connection Corner.